Saul.
I bet he does it. He's amazing. We wish you well. Now, many of you have been telling us how much you miss singing in a choir or in church. It's one of those high-risk activities that's still restricted due to coronavirus because as you project, you spray a bit, to be honest. But one community choir director has managed to keep her singing as making music. Her Zoom rehearsals have been getting so much attention, a choir in Australia decided they wanted to join them for a session. Alex has been finding out more.
From Bristol to Brisbane, community choirs over 10,000 miles apart, but united in song. Hi, Brisbane.
Hello, hello.
So, Melissa, how did the singing go?
We had a really good time. We had over 70 singers show up from Brisbane and the UK, and we just had a really fantastic time together.
So how did this come about in the first place?
We all pivoted really quickly, choir leaders, onto running choir rehearsals online, and pretty quickly I discovered this is not a lot of fun. All they're really hearing is me singing, and sometimes I'm not doing it very well because this is frankly quite stressful. And I'd had this idea that, hey, look, I could offer my services to a choir somewhere else in the world and could maybe do an exchange, and that would create something different and new for my choir. Kind of pitched it to Beth and said, why don't we get them together and do a combined rehearsal and just have some fun?
Were you quite limited in your expectations then? Were you expecting that Beth was going to say, what?
Yeah, I kind of thought, she doesn't know who I am. This might sound vaguely crazy. But she didn't. She went, oh, that's a great idea. Why don't we do that? So we did. Bridge over troubled water.
It was absolutely fantastic. I think all of the ladies are really buzzing right now. We had a great session, some really great singing and great sharing of our stories of what lockdown's been like.
So how does it actually work? Because everybody can't hear each other, can they?
What my members say is that they can see that everyone's singing and they're doing it in their own space, and we had to get used to that. Everyone had to get used to hearing their own voice. But after a while you forget that. You hear a track of other people singing, so you're singing along with that. So you forget about the fact you're just by yourself. Whether they get it note perfect just isn't important. It's all about the community.
And although it's time for lunch over here, over there, it's time for bed. Well, I guess I should say good night to you all.
Sounds like a good idea. Although I think we're all a little bit buzzed and I don't know that we'll be sleeping anytime soon.
Gosh, they can hold a note, can't they? I should tell you that Alex has got a lovely voice as well. She used to sing when she was in the dressing room, getting ready for the programme.